What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, I got a question for you. Has there ever been a major IP that has been mismanaged and mishandled worse than Star Wars? I don't think there is. I think Star Wars is, without a doubt, the most mismanaged and mishandled franchise in the history of all franchises. All right? You know, you can talk about what's going on with Lord of the Rings and everything. Man, that's like a blip on the radar compared to what's going on with Star Wars. And I'm not saying Lord of the Rings is doing shit right either. But Star Wars, yikes. This thing is absolutely a mess, man. And remember, it's talking about in this article how Star Wars found itself at a crossroads in 2024. It got off to a bad 2024, all right? It got off to a bad start for 2024. You guys remember how it started?
Our next guest is an inspiration to women all over the world, including her home country of Pakistan. Filmmaker and activist Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy is the only female director to have won 2 Academy Awards by the age of 37. She's also the first woman and the first person of color to direct a Star Wars film. It's set to be released in 2026. You can say that the force is strong with this one. Here's Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy.
You know, I'm very thrilled about the project because I think what we are about to create is something very special. And we're in 2024 now. And I think it's about time that we had a woman come forward to shape the story in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, that's how it started. And then this how it's finishing up for Star Wars. Skeleton Crew is flopping again, fails to land on the top 10 streaming viewership charts for a second week. And I'm going to tell you right now, Skeleton Crew is just one big, gigantic, boring nothing burger. That is one of the most boring shows I've ever watched. We were talking about it on Echo Base. Where is the interesting characters? Who are you fascinated by? What storyline are you following? You don't care about any of this shit. You don't care about none of it. Who's the main character? Nobody knows. Who's the main villain? Nobody knows. We have no idea what's going on with that story, and that's why it's failing. That's the status of Star Wars right now. You know that song, Started from the Bottom, Now We Here? It's like reverse that with Star Wars. It's like started from the top, and Kathleen Kennedy has absolutely ran this franchise into the ground. In 2024, like Gizmodo said, it's just like a microcosm of the entire franchise, man. You guys remember The Acolyte, right? Now, I'm not going to lie, man. The Acolyte was a lot of fun to cover. All right. It was a lot of fun dunking on this thing. It was getting worse and worse and worse every single episode. It was just a train wreck. And then you had the actress, Amanda Stenberg, dropping diss tracks to the fans. All of that stuff, man. Oh, man, that was a blast, man. I had a great time with The Acolyte, you know. And you're kind of sorry to see it canceled, but it did get canceled. All right. No season 2. For the Disney Plus Star Wars series. Yeah, it seems like it should just go, bring it back, bring it back. That actually would be entertaining at this point. Bringing the Acolyte back, I'm not going to lie, would be actual entertainment because we would have fun with it. It's going to be terrible. We already know. We're going to dunk on it. We're going to laugh at it. It's not going to be good, but it would be at least some entertainment. Like I said, we're either going to get good Star Wars or we're going to have fun dunking on Disney Star Wars. That's basically where we're going to get our fun from, you know? But yeah, I mean, again, 2024, just a hot mess, right? Remember the new Jedi Order film, all right? That Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy announced all at the beginning. Oh, it's about time we had a woman to set the stage for all Star Wars and all of that other kind of crap in a galaxy far, far away. Up, plug pulled. The writer gone, all right? Stephen Knight said, deuces, why am I hanging around on this sinking ship? Hey, let me get a lifeboat and paddle my ass up out of here, okay? I'm going to do Peaky Blinders. I ain't messing around over here with this crap. That's Star Wars in a nutshell for this entire year. One disaster after another, to the point that IGN, all right? One of the biggest shill sites ever came out and said, Disney, knock it off, all right? Why we should stop paying attention to Star Wars news. They saying don't even pay attention to Star Wars anymore. It's not even worth it. And the funny thing is, this Gizmodo article makes that exact same statement. Yeah, it's in this paragraph right here. 5 tumultuous years of rumored and announced movie projects that either faded into the ether or were scrapped entirely has left Star Wars in the unenviable position of getting people to actively care about its future. Nobody cares about the future of Star Wars. The few fans that it has left, the very few fans that it has left, they're getting frustrated. I've been watching other people's reactions to Skeleton Crew episode 4. It's almost universal. This is the worst episode. I was bored. I don't know what's going on. I might keep watching it. I might not. It's like, maybe I'll just wait until it all drops and then I'll go watch it at that point. I'm hearing it all over the place from shills, from like people that love Disney. All right. And they're like, nah, I don't know about this one. This is how bad things are. Outside of The Mandalorian and Grogu, the first Star Wars movie project since Rise of Skywalker to actually publicly prove it exists in some capacity, there is little else that Lucasfilm has discussed that feels tangible in any way. And with the Acolyte being the rare project that the studio actively canceled, instead of being left nebulously open to continuation, Star Wars fans have been trained to see almost any announcement about the future, regardless of its source, being trade reporting or even Lucasfilm itself as its own glamorous conventions through a lens of skepticism. Why invest in something that could be canceled and its threads left dangling? Why be excited by a movie that might be locked in development hell for years upon years or just scrapped altogether? What exactly is an active vision for Star Wars when its most solid projects in years is a cinematic continuation of a TV show that found its star waning with every increasing convoluted cameo? I mean, that is a scathing indictment of this entire franchise. And like I said, it all starts at the top. For some reason, Kathleen Kennedy cannot be fired. She got to keep her job no matter what happens, no matter how much they run this $4 billion purchase right into the planet. I mean, they are destroying this thing, and Bob Iger doesn't seem to care. Nobody seems to care. The only people that care are cats like myself, other Star Wars fans that are calling this shit out. It doesn't make any sense. And then somehow this chick keep getting extensions. We're going to keep her on for another couple of quarters. Why? Just let her go. She's done. She's finished. There's nothing more that she can do to this franchise. She's already destroyed it. It's at the bottom of the ocean right now. There's nothing else you could do to this franchise. She cannot possibly destroy it. She sure as hell ain't gonna save it. She ain't gonna save it. She's gonna do nothing but continue to run it into the damn ground. There's nothing left. What more can you do to this thing, man? It's like kicking a dead horse keeping this woman around. Clearly, you don't care about the franchise Disney. You don't care. If you did, there is no way in the world that you would have allowed this woman to get past 2018. Forget 2017, all right? Last Jedi, people might have saw that as some kind of aberration. But when Solo flopped in the box office, get her gone. That's the first Star Wars movie to ever flop. Get her up out of here. That tells us everything we need to know. She has no plan, no vision, and whatever vision she does have, you see it. You see the evidence. But somehow she keeps her job. I don't understand it. If I failed like this on my job, I would be gone. I would be gone. It makes no sense. But there she is. All right. And listen, until Lucasfilm, they got to clean house. They got to do more than just fire Kathleen Kennedy and Dave Filoni and all of the other cast that's over there. They got to do more than just that. They got to clean house. All right. They got to wipe everybody out, all of them. And you can let them reapply for their jobs. That's fine. But you need a very strict, hey, bring in your resume. Let's see everything you've done. Any black marks on their resume, any bad shows, like aside from Andor and Rogue One, has there been anything worth keeping? You got to scrap it all. I would fire everybody and I would decanonize the entirety of Disney Star Wars. Rogue One and Andor included, and I like those, but I would decanonize everything. I would do to Disney Star Wars what Disney Star Wars did to the EU. Nope, that's all Legends now, all right? Let's just sit that over there in the Legends category and let them watch it, and that's it. Then we're going to start over, all right? And then I would bring the EU back. Yeah, bring the EU back and just, hey, shoot everything over. Recast everybody, that's fine. We can recast. You know, tired of Mark Hamill anyway. So recast your Han, Luke, and Leia. They all old. All right, let's just go ahead and do Heir to the Empire. Done. That's how you fix Star Wars, folks. All right. But it starts right here with firing that moron over there on the left. Not George, obviously. Kathleen. That's the only way it's going to get done. Otherwise, look, the franchise is over. You see what they're doing. Skeleton Crew. You see what's happening. The Acolyte. This is what they got for us. Canceled TV shows, Movies they can't get off the ground. It's an embarrassment. It's an absolute embarrassment. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's Star Wars in 2024, man. I mean, like they said, man, it ain't even a crossroads. That road has ran off the side of the cliff into the abyss like Wile E. Coyote. That's where Star Wars is at right now, all right? But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.